I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs for the yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Chop books, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape man. I live with birds, man. Sounds like I see this in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the I got a girl, what? She do the better shit. I live with birds, man. Sounds like I see this in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the I got a girl, what? She do the better shit.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. Down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At work, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential. but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I got a full.
Damn, I couldn't get in that hole.
Everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, people probably wish they had taken him in the first.
Hey, baby.
Hey. Woo.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's got this
Damn, I didn't need this.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll drop the throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A give to Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, shit.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with a field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Down. Down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Okay.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
What the hell?
Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
You better extra, dog. Stop, you scratching me.
Oh, shit.
Here we go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
What the?
Now the ball comes loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
No nibbling. Relax.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Come on.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught by Cohen. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Over the middle, it's Thomas. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3-19. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he runs back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And
damn, why ain't just stop?
Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Bam, I missed it.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. It'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into
Bro, you gonna have to teach me how you picking that goddamn ball up, and I'm floating, he's still jumping up kicking that bitch.
Hell if I know, bro.
That motherfucker, I'm the floating that ball 10 yards before he even hit that.
Just got bounced or something.
That motherfucker got hella bounce.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he dropped
We
it.
called it.
Got hit.
I thought he caught that
Ball
shit.
pops out, incomplete.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second
Come on, boy.
if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. The screen pass here to
Good
throw.
tell.
And he'll take it
Good
down to the
tell.
45 at the
I read it late, but I saw
So
it
the
though.
screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner.
That's a big.
Come on. Oh, they got ball trail. Woo.
Damn.
The defense was able to
Ah,
just
Jesus, that's what I can't do.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up
Damn,
incomplete.
good.
Damn,
Anytime a
fellas.
defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one
Ah,
away.
shit.
What? Yes.
And this is going to
Yes.
and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back on the
I'm
field.
telling you,
And with 3
I ain't playing
interceptions
nobody
thrown
this
already,
man.
we'll see do they rely more on the ground
He hit the
game.
30.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guys
Shit,
who
I
are
can
the
do
ball,
it.
but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
Pressure from the side. Goes down hard.
If I'd have got that off, wrap.
Now the defense going to use the
We want
first
that
and
fucking
10
ball
timeouts. As the
We want the ball back.
A minute to go in this first half.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback
I like
back there. I
it.
mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll set up the throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield complete.
Running back ain't
And down
catching the
he'll go
ball.
at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you
Oh, good pass. Good fucking pass.
I had had to throw it because I seen you come back. I said,
You damn right. I was going for that. I said, if he's zing this, I'm going to pick 6 this bad boy. Woo, good pass.
Just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw.
damn. There was nobody else on that back.
When you got 2 picks and a sack, boy, you balling today.
Comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Kickers up there with the dog.
Yeah. His ass old as hell.
Sacks
That's
are
the bounce
a
I
theme
think.
in this first half.
Hell
This is
yeah.
Second and long.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Thomas, you kind of pissing me off. You look at him.
Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky
Oh, okay. You
56.
playing smart. I don't even pay that no mind.
Time here in a 10-point game.
I don't even pay that no mind. But we get that ball, baby. We good.
Here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the
Old
fight.
ass on that
Headed
ball.
to resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielding about a yard. These guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to
They
start
first
this
game going,
quarter.
so
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared.
Yeah, they
Don't play the shit.
We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made.
to do the everything before we get by judgment.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now back to throw.
Let's go. Yeah, there you go. Good sack, boys.
Broncos, it's a sack.
Go get it for him. We're going to turn these up.
I don't know.
You want to
After
put
the
these on?
sack, they'll
Right
come
now.
Let's go,
third
fellas.
and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball just to try to get some space.
Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. Yes, that's second.
But he'll be taking
Oh,
it
that's
in the
I'm not
end
saying
zone.
yeah.
It's going to be a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive
Get
unit.
that boy.
Sometimes you get together and you
That's
say,
what I did,
maybe
man.
it's on us today. We have to go out and
Nice
play
up,
and make a play and get everyone else going.
Now Sanders.
Everybody up there.
Come on, defense. Get my ball, man. Dang.
They were able to get the stop
Come on,
defensively.
all we
Chance
do
to
is
set the
score.
tone here for 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the
Let's go, baby. Wrong side.
get the ball
Why you
back to
gonna
the
get
offense,
that?
and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection, did exactly as they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. He'll look to throw. Looking left side.
Good hit.
I should have waited. I should have waited for 5 or 2.
Brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw.
Let's get that first.
That's complete. And they will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st.
There it is.
He's going to float.
Go get it. Damn, Thomas didn't even try.
too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That is way too easy.
He'll start out on the ground with Bell.
Oh! He was about to go big down. What happened?
Shifty footwork gets him a little.
It looks like he's standing truck at the same time.
Pick up, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll run it with Cohen.
Damn.
Like this all the time.
There you go, Devin.
As they stop it behind the line. It's
Good shit,
a loss of
Devin.
2, now 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Good
They
tackle.
struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's
Somebody,
continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one
Oh,
go deep.
Jesus. Are you serious, fellas? How y'all getting here? Cover 3.
Inside Denver's
Like
14.
you. Oh, cover 6.
It's a
But
big
still,
play
you
there
know
on
what
3rd
they're
down. 54 yards.
Yeah, that's what I hate about
Field
this.
flipper there. It's all of a sudden they got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I should have been throwing all of
Just
them.
outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The give is to Bell, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's Bell.
Yes, sir. Y'all been out
Keep
there.
pushing, boy. Keep pushing, boy. Keep pushing.
God, this game is crazy.
They're able to convert on
Man,
3rd
you
down.
got me
Makes
breaking
sense
off
on the 1st and goal.
tackles.
They're trying to show that they can
Come
really
on.
protect this lead. Give it to the basket, a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably the philosophy at this point. Gonna
That's
make
what we
that
missing,
defense
I'm
stand up
telling
and
you.
stop 'em. They'll try and run it in with Bell.
Get it. Ah!
I don't bet motherfucker I got somebody
It's a
there.
gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd.
I got too many bets.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
They'll try and sneak it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The hell with that?
Officially no gain on the
All I know is he
Kind of a
just said the
waste of
play
play
over.
there, and now it's 3rd down.
That fool didn't even die.
And it's Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's Bell.
Yeah! Let's go! Go downstairs! Let's go, fellas!
This is where you're probably weighing the score.
Let's go, fellas! Let's stand up!
It's a little early.
This shit is crazy.
How much time is left in the
I'm
game?
going for it.
You kick the field goal, you make it into a
If I don't get it, you on the one. Fuck that. I'm going for it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with
Yes, sir! He didn't get it!
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
man.
for a touchdown.
The first time he got it, the second time he didn't.
2 touchdowns in the season, both in this game. And these guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra
God,
point
this
is
shit is
unsuccessful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
I like the way
The
he kicked the
interception, just any interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
It is.
I couldn't get back.
You have to be careful about
I could not get back.
because now you can't run any offense.
I thought that. Yeah, I got to get through that. Because the fucking power, you got to make that play.
Drive good for 15 and a first down.
That's
So
what I'm
Berkeley all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Are you serious? That's me. I didn't
Got a yard up to the 40. They'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up in there.
Throw it right there, damn!
Inside the 30. And he'll
Thank you. I'm about to say, hello.
inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Hey, man, today they was throwing this.
Well, can't play no man.
Play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Let me get on my man.
Now on first down.
Oh, shit.
I take that one.
Just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I had to take that hit right there.
The defense. They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a shotgun snap is over.
There it is. There it is.
It's Thomas.
There you go.
Come on, Michael Hyde.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because
Come on, Michael
just
Hyde.
about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him
Yeah, to be able to read that in the cover,
even if he has an elite
I'm
defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Just all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They really misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Nah, you got it by your good. You can step up there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
What the hell are you
Can't
doing?
find anywhere to go, and he goes down.
Like he couldn't make up his mind.
Coaches always say, guys,
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you gotta take something.
they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
There it is. Damn, good hit. That was a touchdown right there.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to
Yeah.
that completion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Damn, good sack. Good sack. I was about to say.
He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, possession switches hands. On first down. He'll drop to throw. Blitz
Yes, sir.
down he goes. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated this time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
319! 319! Over!
Back to throw.
Damn, I didn't see him.
Down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Cohen. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well they got the job done in fine style.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Good kick.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and outs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
They got a man. It's Woods. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Right now, I don't have a match in it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Staying on his feet. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Oh, yeah. Get out there and
this
safety
Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time,
get out there and safety back, fellas.
We'll see if they can do
get on their ass.
They want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards.
Every time I throw that ball, I throw
the football back. Just a little bit
I'm coming out.
interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to
Kentucky's quarterback from Oregon is trash.
Is he getting scared by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Oh, man, I missed that.
Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system. It leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the side.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.